Èmi ọmọ ghetto, mo ti dájí lo mọ́tò. My grace in the auto, automatic. Wọ́n fẹ́ bá mi yà fọ́tò. Èmi ti gbéra.
Hey, welcome back to my channel. This is Become Successful with your host, Yemi Osho. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe. And if you have subscribed, smash the notification bell to get notified of any new release. On this episode, I bring to you another empowered personality in person of Serena Williams. Serena Jamaica Williams was born on September 26 of 1981, and she's an American professional tennis player. She has won 23 Grand Slams, the most of any player in the Open era, and the second most of all time behind Margaret Court. The Women's Tennis Association ranked singles world number one on 8 separate occasions between 2002 and 2017. On her 6th occasion, she held a ranking of 186 consecutive weeks, tying the record with which is set by Steffi Graf. In total, she has been WTA number one for 319 weeks, which ranks third in the Open era behind Graf and Martina Navratilova. Please sit back, relax, and listen to Top 10 Success Tips by Serena Jamaica Williams.
Pregnant. But then you always have these cranky Yankees. On the way over here, somebody was telling me about Elena Stasi, who said some very unkind, inappropriate, dare I say, racial things. You have responded to him. What did you say? I'm not even going to dignify what he said, but you responded. Yes. Why did you respond?
Well, I think there were very inappropriate comments, and not only that, I've been really supportive of my peers and the people that I've worked with for I've been a pro for almost 20 years. And so for me, it's really important to hold women up. And it's something that these young women, they'll come to the locker room, they'll want to take pictures with me. And for me, it's just like, I want to be able to be a good leader and a good example for them. So not only did he have rude things to say about me and my peers, I felt it was important for us to stand up for each other and to stand up for myself. And at that point, it was really important for me to say, like, I'm not afraid, I'm not going anywhere, but it's, this is inappropriate. Mm-hmm. And there's a time and there's a place for everything. Mm-hmm. And that really wasn't the time and the place.
We caught the part where you said you're not. Last year, I was saying, how's your love like that? You said, I met a guy, he's a nerdy, kind of geeky guy. You won't know who he is. I said, what's his name?
I remember talking to you about that.
Yes. What's his name? And you said Alexis Ohanian. I go, I know him.
Yes.
He's awesome.
Yeah,
But I would have never put you with a nerdy geek. And you said
neither.
You neither.
I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't either, but it's been the best thing for me.
The best thing, why?
I'd like to believe that I'm
Does that look like a nerdy geek? Look at the shirt.
Yes.
No, he's a very nice guy.
You can tell he's into technology.
Yeah, he's a very, very, very nice guy. I like him very much. So how did he succeed when others have failed? How was he the one that you knew, this is the one for me?
Well, I'm not going to say that, but...
Say it, Serena, say it!
Well...
Yes. Yeah. But you know what I mean.
He's very loving and he's very kind, and my mom says he's very considerate. And when she said that to me, I was like, he really is. And it's the little things that really make a huge difference in life. Something simple. On my fashion company, we have a show every year. So in our show last year, I was running around like crazy because I do everything for the show and everything for it. And so I was running around like crazy, and it was a simple gesture of this shirt that he had, and he just wanted to make sure that I had the same one, and it's a weird story, but it was.
Or was it the Beyonce song, if you like it, then you ought to put a ring on it? Were you feeling pressure to get married? Did you know it was coming?
Yeah, I actually never felt pressure to get married, and I can't say I'm the marrying type of person. I
Okay.
really love my life. I love my freedom. I heard that kind of changes, but I love everything
Yes,
that I
yes.
do,
Yes.
and I love my career. And I always felt like I didn't want anything to interfere with that. I've actually been so career oriented, and in fact. When he proposed, I was almost angry. Not almost, I was angry because it was right in the middle of my training season. And I said, I gotta win the Australian Open. I can't fly to Rome because he wanted to take me to Rome. And I said, I can't, I gotta win. But that's how focused
This
I
is
was.
a girl that says, no, I can't go to Rome. Okay.
But I was really focused on reaching my goals. And I knew at that point there was one player that I wanted to pass. I wanted to pass Steffi Graf's record, and that really meant a lot to me. And
You did.
when I put my mind to something, I really am determined to reach it no matter what.
Yeah. You know, I've heard you say that winning is addictive to you.
It is.
What do you mean?
I feel like winning for me is super addictive. I feel like once you experience it, you always want to get that feeling again. And when I won my first championship, I was only 17 years old, but I never forgot that feeling. And I feel like every time I win one, I want to reach that feeling of your first championship. There's really no feeling in the world like
Like
that.
it?
Yeah, and it's like you all these years of training and being a little kid and playing, and then winning is just a wonderful experience. So for me, I've always felt like I love that feeling, and obviously I don't like the feeling of losing. I feel like
No, in fact, people close to you say you're a very bad loser.
I'm not the best loser.
That you're very, very,
But-
very bad.
Very
Listen, no
bad.
athlete, no champion likes to lose. I get
No.
that. But they say when it comes to losing, you are very, very, very bad at it.
I'm number one at losing too, so
Yeah.
you know, that's all I can say.
You and Venus, because everybody that knows you and has followed the story knows that you two are very close, and you always bring your A game in whatever you do. But I often wonder when you're playing her, do you bring your A minus game because you want to do something for her, or do you bring your A plus plus game because you want to crush her? Is it harder for you playing her or easier?
Playing Venus is like playing myself, because we grew up playing each other, we grew up practicing together, and it was something that it's been difficult because she's my toughest opponent. She's tall, she's fast, she hits hard like me, she serves like me. It's really like playing a wall.
She knows you.
And but she knows where I'm hitting the ball before I hit it, so it's something that is not very easy, but it's really about when I go out there, I really have to shut down my mind, and I have to say to myself, you know what, I'm just playing a great player, but today I have to be better. I don't care who it is, if it's my sister, if it's my friend. Today is the day I have to show up, and I have to be better, and I have to want it more than anyone else at this moment, anywhere.
There's never been anybody like you. When you think about it, never been anybody who has intersect gender and race the way you have, the dominance that you have and the scrutiny that you have.
Yes.
And when you were growing up, did you say, I want to be like that? Because now little girls are looking at you saying, I want to be like that. Who was the I want to be like that for you?
Well, it's interesting, and I'm glad you brought that up. For me, when I grew up, I always wanted to be the best. And I said, if you want to be the best, got to emulate the best. So when I started to go on tour when I was really young, I would see Steffi Graf, I would see Monica Seles, and I would even see Pete Sampras, and I would see what they did. And I noticed that Steffi and Monica didn't really talk to a lot of the other players, and they kind of were on their own, and they were just so focused. And I would see that Pete Sampras, the technique that he did, and I was like, I want to do that. So I did that, and I felt like to be the best, and if you want to be the best, you have to hang around people, and you have to look at people that are the best, because you're not going to be the best if you're looking at someone that's not at the top level. So that's
Nobody works as hard as you.
I'm a very hard worker.
Oh, that's what I heard about
And
you.
a lot of people say, oh, she's talented, she's athletic. No, actually I wasn't. I was really small for my age. I grew up when I got older, and I had to work really hard. And I think that's one of the reasons why I fight so hard and I work so hard, is because I was really, really, really small.
Yeah.
And
You are no longer small.
no, I'm
You are no
fully
longer
grown now.
small.
But I was small when I was really young for whatever reason. I think Venus maybe ate all the Wheaties.
You know, the other thing people talk about is your body. Your body brings men and women to their knees. Mm-hmm. And a lot has been, and I mean in a good way. A lot has been made about your body. It's a work of art. It's masculine. It's glorious. There's never been anything like it. Do you have body issues when you were growing up? Have you always been comfortable with your body?
It's interesting because when you're a teenage female growing up in the public eye, it is a lot of scrutiny that you face. And as any female that's a teenager, I definitely was not comfortable in my body. I didn't like it. I didn't understand why I had muscles. I didn't understand and I stopped lifting weights. I was like, I'm not going to do this. But then after I won the US Open, I realized that my body helped me reach goals that I wanted to reach. And I wanted to be happy with it, and I was so appreciative of it, and I'm always healthy. I'm really fortunate and super blessed, and I felt like not only am I happy with my body, but I want other people and other young girls that have experienced what I've experienced to be happy with themselves. So whatever people say, masculine, whatever, too much, too little, I'm okay with it as long as I love myself.
I know you learn a lot from winning, but what have you learned from losing?
I hate to lose, but I think losing has brought me to here today. It's the only reason I am who I am is because of my losses. And some of them are extremely painful, but I wouldn't take any of them away because every time I lose, it takes a really long time for me to lose again because I learned so much from it. And I think I encourage everyone that I talk to, I'm like, listen, if you lose or if something happens, not in sports, in business or in school, learn from it. Don't live in the past, live in the present, and don't make the same mistakes in the future. And that's something that I always try to live by.
Well, I know now you're planning a wedding, and I want to know, what should we wear? Is it a destination wedding in the Catskills or Poconos, or are you going to do in Florida? What are you thinking? Big or small?
We're thinking medium size. We don't want to do too big, but then we're like, okay, we can't say no to this person. So we're thinking medium size, and we're just thinking, my personality is a lot of fun. Hopefully you can see that a little bit today. I'm not too serious. So
and you like to dance.
A lot of fun things.
And the next chapter for Serena Williams is what?
Oh, next for me.
And then we're going.
Obviously, I'm going to have a baby, and I'm going to stay fit and kind of come back and play tennis and keep working on my fashion line. That'd be really fun.
Do you know if it's...
Hey, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Become Successful with Yemi Osho. What are those points that resonate so much with you? What do you think about Serena Williams' top 10 successes? I would like to read from you. And if you have any comment to make, use the comment section. And don't forget to like this video, share with family and friends, because the essence of this channel is to inspire you and you and you. And I'll see you on the next episode. Peace.
Yeah, one way.